how to associate with the devotees.
Yeah, so many levels of devotees. Some are in the very beginning, some they are called Kanishtha, adhikari. So, Kanishtha adhikari means that is a materialistic devotee. Means that his worshipable Lord has to be seen by this eyes. When the curtain is closed of the Lord, then he thinks the God is behind the curtain. He is hidden. When he thinks also, Kanishtha adhikari is some devotee who is usually worshipping the deity, so that he gets realization by being very close to the form. The form is not this transcendental for Uttama adhikari, but for Kanishtha adhikari, this stone, nicely decorated, nicely carved. So when the curtain is closed, then this God cannot see us. He is not. When he is open, curtain opens, then the Lord will pay obeisances to the Lord. He is here then again. So he perceives the Lord through his material senses. So in the Shastra, it is explained, this kind of devotees, they should be supported by the guide, or should take shelter under the guide of one advanced devotee who can explain, who can guide him to a higher level. So we should be merciful with those. And the next stage is a Madhyama adhikari. Madhyama adhikari is one has realized that the Lord is not manifested or manifests himself not as a stone. He can end a stone, but he is not stone. So when the installation of the deity is performed, then one Uttama adhikari of the highest level is coming and calling the Lord to accept service in the form he manifests here, like in other temples also. So, but this cannot be seen by Kanishtha adhikari, because he sees only matter, external vision. Through our senses, he can touch it, he can see with these eyes, but he sees not the transcendental form. So Madhyama adhikari, he can understand. This is not the form, the stone, it is what is entering the stone, the highest Supreme Lord enters for to the form, to his form, and accepts service or the activities the devotees perform, offerings of food, of many of everything. So Madhyama adhikari is also one who is distributing this knowledge, this understanding to others. So he is merciful. He makes friendship to the devotees who are on the same level. And he is helping those who are on the materialistic plane, who can perceive the Lord just in the material manifested like stone or a shalakam shila. It's just when the Lord manifests, or Govardhan shila, like this. Many manifestations are worshipped. So he worships the stone, not the what is actually inside, or who the Lord may sit in the form. It's transcendental, not visible to our eyes. So those who are on the Madhyama adhikari level, they make friendship to all those who are also on this level. And then is the highest Uttama adhikari. Uttama adhikari means whatever he sees, wherever he is, if he stays far away from the Lord, in the form of the deity, or is very close, there's no difference, because he can see him everywhere. So those on this level, and we should worship those persons who have realized get such high realization. They are Uttama adhikaris. They don't care anything of this world. Nothing may disturb them. And they are also directly in contact with the Lord. They are not souls who are living in this material world, even if the body may be here. But they are not members of this material world. So they are, and they will always feel that all others are better devotees than me. Not just because it is stated in Shastra. They see it, they realize, because they see everyone is perfectly engaged according to their past activities. And he sees they are acting according to the Lord's desire, or according to the Lord's plan. So he sees everyone better than himself. He sees himself as fallen and not realized. One of those things who is realized, you have to be careful. It is not the pure devotee will never act like a king, like he is advanced. Nowadays, they become king. You will find so many. They worship the opulence, and our Gurudev, he never liked this. he was initiating. They told him, you must initiate. He was already 60 or 70. Then he did not want to become spiritual master, even he was the most advanced in his. And then they convinced him, yes, you must do this. This is spiritual master's order, Mahaprabhu's order. So they Guru Maharaj started, but he did not allow anyone to make obeisances to him if he was not his disciple. They have to go far away to make obeisances. He did not like. He did not. And then they said, but you must be merciful, you must accept this position. So he had failed always, he was not qualified. He had this realization, very high realization. And then his godbrothers, Bhakti Jivanjanara and Nityananda, and others in South India, they convinced him that he has to take this position as a spiritual master. So there was a Vyasa Puja, where the Guru Maharaj once a year gets worshipped by his disciples. And this he did not at all like. So I went to quite many in the last years. He was already 90, more than 90 years old. So I went to in South India, Behambur once, and then in Sambalpur, in Puri. So maybe mainly in Orissa. So I went always there. And then the last year, he accepted all these things. But one could see he was, he tolerated it. He tolerated the worship, as they worshipped him. They made some sandalwood bust, they put a nice turban, and very nice decorated as Vyasa-san. And devotees were, on this day he allowed everything. So they worshipped him in this way. But he did not speak anything, he was not, it seems he was not present, he was just meditating about his Gurudev. Because everything he gets, whatever may be, it goes to his Gurudev, and this goes to Lord Chaitanya, and it goes to Krishna. This is the attitude of pure devotion. He never accepts for himself anything. Everything gives. Everything is meant for the Lord and his Gurudev. Like this. And yet they are merciful to all. They are always humble, and they are not separated from the Supreme Lord. Even they feel separation. But they are not, they are always with him. They are involved in the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has sent them to this world. even they are not never members of this material world. We are coming here because we have performed activities. We are bound to this. We have to go to nice, good things, and we have to go to bad things according to our past activities. But this kind of Vaishnava, Uttama adhikari, they are not forced to come here. They are coming and they are always under the control, personal control of the Supreme Lord. They are called Nitya Sita, eternally liberated. Hare Krishna, Mata. Welcome. Radhe Radhe. What was the question?
Because you can say something about association of devotees.
Yes, this is the one shastric answer. There are different kind of levels of devotees we have to. But the highest level is that we are always see ourselves as the servants of the others. This is the highest level. If we think we are sannyasi, we are better, and we know everything, this disqualification. They will associate in this way. And also some who come new, they have no understanding what is a loving relationship with a devotee. Devotee relation is based on the, prema, Krishna prema. Not this what we call love in this world. It is transcendental love. But some are coming, they understand we do business with the devotees. I do something for Krishna or for the devotees, and then I can also ask from them. They give me something back. This is not a very high level of understanding. The service means not I give you something and I go to God, I go to the church, I go to the mosque, wherever. I go to the God and they give a few cents or euro. And then I ask a whole list. We need this and this and this. This is not loving a relationship, this is business relationship. That's because these religions, they are known to us, they are based on this principle. God has to serve us. God has to support us. So we go, please protect me, protect my family, make me healthy, make my father healthy, or family, country, everything. Give me, give me. But who comes to God in a loving mood? My dear Lord, what can I do to please you? If we do not have this mood, then we are actually, in reality, we are atheists. How can we act with God in this way that you must give me, please, you can give me that I can enjoy? No, it is the opposite. We must come to Him, how can I please you? And then we can understand the relationship. divine relationship. And this is love. We don't want anything. I just want to please you. This is proper understanding. This is how sweet, and this is also between pure devotees. Between pure devotees, they never expect some, I don't know, name, fame, or profit, or anything. They see themselves all as the servants of God. And in this way, they will have realization. God is not something what is in our fantasy, or I must believe. It is reality. It is a person. Otherwise, how can we be person? And he is a non-person. This is Mayavad. He is a person. If you can please, he will please. He will automatically, there's an exchange, a loving exchange. And there are all different levels of exchange, as a servant, as a friend, as a parental, and as a lover also. So all these rasas, it's called. Depends on rasa. So this is the higher state, or higher relation. You're not talking about this usually, but just to give an idea. If you just pray to God for our personal enjoyment, then you may get it, but when you get it, you have to pay back. Hey, your 20 cents you give, that's not enough. You dig another 20 birds now for this. You have to come, you have to pay the price. You become attached to sense enjoyment, sense gratification. So loving relationship is between devotees. It depends on what level we are. And in Vrindavan is the highest rasa manifested, the most intimate rasa. So I was fortunate to meet some realized high-class souls there. And their sweetness is we cannot find in this world where we are living. This is a loving relation. It can give so much that we have no experience of such things in this world where we are living. Because he is everything business. I give you something if you give me something. It's always, and if you cannot give, then our relation will break. Or I get tired of this relation, then if you cannot give me enjoyment, I will not be interested. I will look for another enjoyment. This is material level of relations. We do not know what Krishna Prem or Prem, what it means. There's no proper translation in Western. It's divine love. It's nothing to do with this love, what we are thinking here. We are attached to sense gratification. Love means sense gratification. I. And of course there is some perverted reflection, it is here. But the real truth, the real love, they will not find in this world where we are. living. There are many things to say about to deal between devotees.
I have one question. I mean to say, it is what would you recommend on living in the material world and living also in the spiritual world? I mean to say, we have to deal as well with persons who are not aware about the spiritual lives, I would say, and sometimes it's really difficult to deal with them. How to deal with them properly?
No, there's not. Sometimes we live in the material world, sometimes in the spiritual world. This is not a proper understanding. If you live in the spiritual world, you will have no taste of anything in this world. We are maybe coming in contact with pure souls, and we will be impressed perhaps. But it doesn't mean that we are living in the spiritual world. We have understood what spiritual life means. Spiritual life means there is no past, no future. There is only present. There is no time. This was the question you asked.
But somehow we need to maintain ourselves as well, isn't it? I mean to say, I have a family, I need to go out and work in an office where I have to deal with, let's say, with persons, and I know, let's say, just hard that Satya is everything, but if you are seeing that they are not living this standard, then how to deal with it?
We have to live. We are not here for becoming, when we are pure devotees, they are coming not here to this world if they do not have been sent by the Lord or wanted to help. Otherwise, we are not coming here to become devotees. So in the beginning, we have to understand we have family, we have responsibilities. So, but all these family members and everything, my job, my everything, I have to act accordingly because it is my karma. I am under the law of the karma in this material world of my past activities. So this is, but if you identify yourself with this body, with family, country, then we cannot experience a spiritual life. But if you can engage everyone in our family, by example, to also become devotee, or to put Lord God Krishna in the center, then you become all, you will realize all together transcendent life. And when you go to job, to work, then you do this as a duty, without attachment. But if you go to speak about, I don't know, politics or whatever goes on in this world, then you start to identify yourself with all these things. And you suffer, and you will not understand spiritual life. But everything what we experience here in this material world, it is called Maya. It is not real. It is temporary. Temporary means it has a beginning and an end. If anyone proves that it's not like this, I will accept, I will join you. But nobody discusses these things, scientists. What is with the scientists? They are not asking themselves where I'm coming from, who I am, where I'm going. This is only 100 years. 100 years is nothing in comparison with the time, unlimited time almost. But even the universe is billions and billions and billions of years, but it may be destroyed also. Not maybe, sure. It is a circle, it's always coming the same. War, then comes a time of peace again, then they become mad for sense enjoyment, then they start fighting, and again war. This is a circle. You're just history, you can study. Now you have situation in this world. You have to be prepared. It's not a good, dangerous place. Any moment, any second, it can be finished, everything. But we don't care for this. What's happened afterwards? What will happen? This should be the center of our understanding. And when we realize these things, then through the practice under the guidance of a bona fide Guru, he will guide us according to, of course it depends on the desire of the disciple. Not the disciple means the goal of a Vaishnava is to attain the level of surrender. Yes, we cannot change the world. We are not the controllers. It will happen. Everything what we cannot avoid. But some small, focused, nowadays, not very intelligent persons are in the leadership. They think when you stop driving cars, then everything will change. Then everything will be good. They think this is the source of the bad things. No, our activities, our sinful activities, they are creating these situations. You may believe it or not. But you will, when you face that, then you will maybe remember. I missed to understand and to realize. This moment will come. We cannot avoid. Is it acceptable? No, not for that.
I mean to say, there is actually no day where I'm not asking Krishna what I have done to you and you have done this to me. I mean to say, I know that everything, what is happening in this world is actually just because of my past, of my karma.
What happened to you, yes?
And I have to say,
Everyone, individual.
and I have to say, also thanks to him, my life is not difficult at all. But still, listening to someone where you know actually that he's not telling the truth is, let's say, really difficult to understand.
Who is? Everybody is cheating. In this world, there are only cheater and cheated. Where we belong to. cheated or the cheater? What means business? It is cheating.
My salary is getting paid by others' salaries. And I'm working in a business where, let's say, fear is driving this. So what shall I say? I'm working for an insurance company. So.
This, we have to see the reality, not what we are projecting. We are always hoping it will be one day, it will be very nice. But I promise you, one day you will be old and you cannot enjoy anymore. Wir haben Erfahrung. Even our Radha Govinda, he's a young boy. He got experience. Body gets weak, gets problems. We are at least saved, we are blessed that we cannot remember so many things anymore. Only see, Vaishnava sees everything, there's nothing except, everything is energy of the Lord. Everything comes from Him. And He is not producing, creating this for us. He creates this for His enjoyment. Because He is one. And we are supposed to help Him in His pastimes. Very sweet pastimes, very pure. No contamination, no cheating possible there. You can imagine atmosphere where everything can be seen. I mean, also the mind. This is a lower level. But in the transcendental plane, every movement, even if it's on the most subtle level, it is reality, it is now, it is this what happens, this is reality. No past, no future. But from this science we are not able to pay the price to get this. So as long as we are not get a strong desire to understand, to come out from this circle of birth and death, we will not understand it. We will come again and again to this world, and we try to squeeze and then exploit this and everyone who is each. This is a place of exploitation. We want the maximum of his sense gratification, whatever it may cost. We don't care. And sense gratification is not given by one, then I go to another one. But I use everyone for my enjoyment. And the devotee is not on this level. A real devotee has different vision. He wants to wake us up. Jeev jago, Gaura Chanda bole. Kodanita jao maya, visajera kore. wake up, sleeping soul. How long you want to sleep on the lap of Maya, illusion, the witch. Maya is like a witch, illusion. But it's up to us. We have free will. So if I tell you, now you can immediately, you can enter the transcendental plane. But nobody will do it. Because I have so many things to do, and who will care for this? So many plans in this world. Who will pay the rent? or whatever. We have no duties here. Everything is arranged already. Everything is going under the control of the Supreme. Everything. So, our Puchari is, the door at least is opened. Time is this pastime of the Lord. Trinarabi Sunichina Tarorabi Sahishnuna Manina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadohari. The most important thing, if one wants to become sincere, he has to become more humble than a blade of grass, and more tolerant than a tree. And he has to give respect to all living beings, and do not expect any respect for himself. If you can develop this, then you have great chance to advance in the spiritual plane. If we would go like we are now, we would go to the spiritual world, we would just become envious of Krishna, of God. Why he should enjoy. I want to enjoy. I want the same like he. We start like this, and then when I get, then I want to take your position. Yes, Hiranyakashipu tried like this. We have all small Hiranyakashipus in our head. Bhagavatam, we have to understand under the guidance of a realized soul. It is stated how to understand Bhagavatam. It's not just stories. It's very deep, can be only understood by realized souls. Okay, is any question more? Only Prasad can save us now. Kirtan. Chaitanya. So my duty is to tell the truth. My Gurudev always said, truth is truth. So, truth may not always be comfortable. But we have to think about it. Perhaps one day we will remember this. One day when we come in situation, we will understand, oh, this was meant like this. Yes, I realize now. Jai Srila Gurudev Nitya Leela Pravishtam Vishnu Parva Mahamsa Acharya Stauta Sat Shri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhava